Okay. You're confusing the guy who's gonna sing.
Who's that guy?
Huh?
Who's that guy?
He's a guy.
He's a douche.
The guy who's gonna sing.
Yeah.
She's not here, but he takes great offense to it. Just it.
Why would he take offense?
He felt to some in the. Why did you say douche to me? Like I'm the guy.
Okay, I seen it.
Sunbanan. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of SCENED. Yo, what a long week, man. The movie we're talking about is as action packed in 1 week as our week was. Nevertheless, we are back with another episode. Thank you once again for tuning in. I hope that you guys have liked, you've subscribed. We do appreciate that support. We see that the numbers are going up steadily, but they're getting there. Thank you very much. I ask that we continue to do that, in good fashion.
Yeah, and it's nice for you guys to actually comment under the video.
On the video, yeah.
On YouTube. Even on the social media posts that we put up. Just comment, guys. I'm also Fifi.
I'm that bro Eon, aka Tiny Dude. No bass.
And welcome to our show. We review African content and Black international content, be it whether you directed it, whether you produced it, whether you EP'd, we will talk about it because we are supporting our people. So we
do this. Cool. Now that we've gotten the formalities out of the way, what are we reviewing today?
Today we have a special one. Today we are going Orkant. There by the Americas. We are reviewing a movie called Him. And the reason why we chose this one was because we saw that the EP is Jordan Peele.
My boy.
Jordan.
You don't know me. You don't know me, but you my boy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's had different shows before, but this time he's just EP. But we thought, let's just check it out. Yeah. Because also would like to dive into the eerie stuff, the horror stuff. Yeah. So this is just the start of it.
Yeah. So plenty more to come. Plenty more.
Okay, so Him tells a story of Cameron Cade, a rising football star whose career was threatened by devastating trauma to the head. Yes. It's a head injury. When his childhood hero, legendary quarterback Isaiah White, offers him a chance to train at like this weird exclusive facility, Cameron jumps to the opportunity. But everything that's bizarre follows after that. Like all the weird things that you can think of.
The weirdest of the weird.
It just happens. It just happened. And this world demands sacrifices. It demands you to give so much of yourself in order to exist in it. As reality becomes harder to trust, Cameron is forced to confront just how much he's willing to give up for this game. Yeah. Which is football. So I think
that pretty much covers it.
I think I covered it, no?
Yeah. Pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's such a boys' film.
It really is like boys. Specifically
it's boys.
Because,
it's like very boysy. Like I can see my 20-year-old, when he becomes 20, son loving the show. I can see, oh my God, 25-year-old men loving the show. Yeah. And also athletes. Athletes, obviously. Definitely athletes. This is right up your alley. Yeah. Any type of athlete for that matter. But
because the themes are universal.
The themes are universal. So for those people who throw all their lives into sports, this is definitely for you.
Yeah, unless you play for Kaizer Chiefs. But anyway. So let's get into the things that made us yell.
Print, that's the one.
The cast is amazing. Every single character that we meet, from the main character Cameron Cade to the legendary Marlon Wayans, who plays Isaiah White, to the lady who plays Elsie, to the mom, the older brother, the British doctor who is tasked with taking care of Cameron Cade through the duration of the movie, and we'll get into who these people are when we then start getting deeper into the story. Every single person played their role really beautifully.
And it's all the weirdos.
Yeah.
There's so many weirdos, guys.
Bro, you know what I like about this movie? The extras are just as in tune with their characters as the main characters. There's not a single person who feels like they don't belong in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, which is different to a lot of other movies where you can tell, like, this guy just got a very small role, so he didn't really get into it like he's supposed to. You know what I mean?
Guys, this movie was tough. This movie. But I managed to find my way in this man cave of a movie. Marlon Wayans is one of the main characters of this film. He is the MVP of this movie.
Absolutely.
Guys, this man shocked me. And I would like us to talk about how underrated he is as an actor. You know, I just love the fact that he can seamlessly move from genre to genre. His range is so diverse. It's very difficult sometimes for comedic actors to move away from that space and then find themselves in more serious, more dramatized roles. Then it starts becoming just weird and disjointed, and you just feel like they're trying too hard. And we don't, and we start talking smack. But then with him, it's actually not the first time. With him,
what you did there.
But with him, it's easy. You know, it's like I forgot he's actually this comedic actor. I completely forgot.
That's the thing.
It's like I'm watching a completely new person.
Bruh, like this man's ability to just switch.
It's creepy.
Because it's not like he's completely let go of the comedic aspect. It's that he's telling it from a completely different lens. You know, like, bro.
It's a different type of humor. This one is a sick, sadistic type of humor. And he's there for it, man. And I'm just like, it breaks my brain because, my God, this is the guy from White Chicks.
You know what I mean?
This is the
guy from Don't Be a Menace in the Hood while sipping on gin and juice.
Haunted Mansion. Is it a Haunted Mansion or something?
Scary movie.
Haunted House. Yes.
Yeah.
This is that guy.
Bruh.
It's that.
Bruh. Nah.
Clown.
Nah, he did that.
He is the evil clown here. He is
he's Pennywise on steroids like this.
Guys, I'm still creeped out by how he moves, you know. And he still makes you laugh. So 1 minute he's making you laugh, and the next he's making you uncomfortable.
He's a completely different person.
Like that.
There's a scene where he does that, and I wanted to get to it at a further point, but now that we're talking about his range in literally one sitting, there's a scene where for the first time the two of them are sitting down and they're having a casual conversation. And in this conversation, he asks the main character a series of questions, and the last one he asks him is, would you rather have the ability to never get tired or the ability to never get injured? The main character, Cameron, then says to him, we've lost a lot of greats to injury, so if it was up to me, I would never get injured. Then he says to him, what if you couldn't avoid getting injured? That's when we see a bunch of these people coming in, and dude says, who are they? He's like, don't worry about them, bro. We're just going to play ball and whatnot. And then when they get there, they are doing a passing drill. I don't know what you guys call it. Me, I'm South African.
I'm South
African. So they're doing the pass thing. And as they're doing that, they get a volunteer to stand in front of this automatic football tosser or whatever you guys call it, right? And
that looks crazy.
He gets a 2-second window to catch the ball from Marlon, identify the person he's passing it to, throw it at him, and only if the guy catches it is he safe. And if he's not able to catch it, or if he delays in that 2-second window, they literally launch a football in the volunteer's face. Basically, the speed is crazy. We're talking 20 miles an hour. We're talking 50 miles an hour. And Marlon basically says to him, you are responsible for all the blame, all the pain that's on the field, and you are also the one who takes all the glory. So everything rests on you.
Because you can't just take the good side and then not take the bad.
Not take the bad. You know?
It's life. It's life. Get ready for all types of things, actually.
Yeah. And in that scene, as he keeps doing the 10 hut or whatever the hell he's calling it, right? Once this dude realizes what's going on and he starts falling under pressure because Cameron is like, shit, I keep being the reason why this guy's hurt. He then starts throwing his stresses out on the people that are supposed to be catching the ball, onto his teammates. And that's where he switches, Marlon. He stands up, he's calm with him, and he says, yo, at the end of the day, you are a bad teammate. You're not a leader. You're the one who's supposed to make sure that everyone is A-okay. But there's this emotional shift that he does between calm and aggressive and calm and aggressive. And it's like, yo, this is beautiful. In the beginning of the movie where we meet Cameron for the first time as a child, they're watching a football match with Isaiah White, which is supposedly potentially the last football match he'll ever have. And this is where he breaks his leg.
My God. He breaks.
And they show us this leg, né? And that leg,
guys,
I can't lie to you. I don't think there was ever a time that leg was one.
Guys, the bone is literally sticking out.
Wow.
That bone could stab somebody.
There's a thing about this movie that like it makes you experience what you're seeing.
Yeah, you were saying it's quite visceral.
It's visceral as hell.
As hell. You know? Like there's a part where we are seeing his throat, the back of his throat.
Yeah, during
the physical.
Yeah.
So just to give you context, right? Like I said in the synopsis, this kid, after that injury, he goes to this like I don't know if it's in the middle of nowhere. But this facility, right, where Marlon is, who is Isaiah, who's going to train him. Bear in mind that this guy, this Isaiah character, was his childhood star. Yes. He's watched him since he was a kid, as Eon is saying now. And now he's got an opportunity to go and train with him. Yeah. Like, it's not just anybody who gets to go train with this guy. So he made it, guys. And he gets there. They take away his phone. They take away everything. You are there for a week. You are here to grind for a whole week.
An entire week, yeah.
And you know what? It feels like a year, but anyway.
It really does, yeah.
He's in there and he's going through the most. They're doing physicals. They are checking him. They're doing all types of things. They're going to parties. They're doing all types of weird things. Yeah. And in all of those things, we are seeing organs and blood vessels and gore and...
Bro.
Oh, guys, you don't know when it's going to happen. Yeah. Everything is fine. We're having a party and then boom.
And then boom at random.
People are getting attacked. And it's not just an ordinary attack. It's just...
It's strange, man. It's ritualistic. It's
ritualistic. It's quite ritualistic, guys. Oh my God. It feels like it should belong in some... like hereditary world.
Dude, it's literally sitting there like your Midsummers.
It's your Midsummers. Very heavy on. I feel like even though I may not have seen them, but it feels like it should have a lot of symbolism. Yeah. There was symbolism.
And there was a lot of symbolism.
There was actually. I'm lying.
Throughout the movie,
there was symbolism.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking that cult-like symbolism. Oh man, it's uncomfortable.
It's unsettling. It's unsettling. Yeah.
So if that was if that was the plan, if that was your treatment,
then you did that.
You did that. We are uncomfortable as F.
Yeah,
man. But then even that scene where the dad is making the child watch.
Yes.
The dad turns the child's head.
Because the child sees the broken leg and then looks away.
Because I looked away.
And the older brother walks up to this kid and says, yeah, because that's what we do. That's the game, right? And then the dad comes and turns his head back to the screen, basically symbolizing that you have to kill off parts of your childhood if you want to reach that level of greatness. Mind you, this is a child, which means this is actually the father trying to rebuild himself in whatever career he wanted through his child.
Guys,
you know?
We do that, eh?
We do that to our kids. I literally, I was watching this movie the whole time and I kept thinking to myself, how often do we come across stories where parents live vicariously through their children and they pick out career paths for their kids? They do all these things because of the things that they wanted to accomplish. You know?
Yo, guys, we need to avoid that. And I know that these modern parents, which is us, we would then be like, no, we're not going to pick out careers for them. We're not going to be those parents. But what we're going to end up doing,
is being too lackluster.
not even too lackluster. I may not be able to pick out your career,
Sure.
but I can curate your passion.
Yes, so that you can move towards
Uh,
a thing that's well catered for you as an individual. Like
yes,
yeah,
like
remove the obstacles.
exactly. And also, if I was like an extremist in my career,
Yeah.
and all I did was live for this career and just like sweat for this career, and then my kid decides to do something else, I stand a chance of forcing that type of passion or that type of work ethic onto my kid, even though they're not choosing the career that I chose for them.
True.
But now I feel like just because you're sleeping on the weekends, you're bound to be a failure.
Yeah.
Get up. I got up. Do this. You know what I mean? So we end up. There are many ways to do this, and just be careful of them. All of them. You know, just because I don't choose a career doesn't mean I can't force you to become something else, or force you to act a certain way, or force you to love something in a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's all us living vicariously through our kids.
True.
Somehow.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's scary, guys.
So we should be careful of that.
Really
should be.
It's scary. This show. I love the random awkward moments that are sprinkled throughout this film. I don't know if they're meant to be comedic or comedic relief. Is that what you call it? Like, for example, the physical.
Yeah.
He goes there. Now he needs to get
Yes.
checked, right? Cameron. He needs to get checked. Your talent has got you here, or your skill has got you here, but we need to check if you're healthy enough, and we'll understand later why they need to check that, besides the fact that you need to be a healthy baller, right?
Yeah.
So he stands there and they're like, take off your clothes, dude.
Yeah.
Like, take off your clothes. And they're like, no, what? Are you afraid that you got a small wiener? Like, dude, if I couldn't heal mine, then that's the doctor.
Yeah.
And he strips all the way down. They check him. They do all types of things. And only at the end, they're like, dude, you've made this so
like
awkward.
so awkward.
Like, you're so awkward,
Like we
dude.
thought,
Like,
we thought you were gonna strip down to your underwear.
why you gotta show us your stuff like
know?
that? And I'm like,
But they tricked him. They tricked him by
tricked
making
him.
comment about his
wiener.
Because
they
if they
always do that.
If they didn't make a comment about his wiener, he wouldn't have stripped all the way down.
Exactly.
To it, you know, so yeah.
Oh, and he does this Isaiah throughout the show.
Yeah, he's a very confusing person. He keeps disorientating Cameron because he pulls Cameron in and he pushes him. Then he shows him harshness. Then he shows him brotherhood. Then he shows him viciousness. Then he just keeps doing that to him. It's like this.
He's
on
quite
and off thing.
manipulative. I
Yeah,
think
incredibly manipulative.
yeah, he's manipulative. I don't know if I want a person like that in my life. And there are people like that, just to different degrees. Like, even in friendships, you get people who are like that. You know, they were just like, you always say it, that it's only funny until...
It's only funny it's only funny unless you're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only funny unless you're serious.
Yeah.
So he's that guy.
This thing that Isaiah does to people, or what Cameron is going through, rather. It sounds ridiculous, but a lot of people go through this when they get to places where they're still trying to prove themselves.
Yeah.
They don't know where they stand. They don't know when they can say no, what they can say no to and what they can't say no to. So they end up doing things that people just suggest or make it feel like these are compulsory. You know, I mean,
it's a power dynamic.
It's a power dynamic.
Because
you know what I mean?
once the person who's putting you in these situations puts you in situations where you feel like you can't say no, you can always say no. But the thing about a power dynamic is that you willingly relinquish your power.
You do.
It's a mind game where you relinquish that power.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot with what Zay does to Cameron.
Yeah, because like you start questioning if you questioning is the right thing.
Is the right thing.
So you relinquish all types of questions.
Yeah.
And you just like let ish happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And only and that's how resentment is built.
That's literally how it's built.
That's literally how it's built. That's why people end up hating their mentors at the end of the mentorship. But you know, this guy, this guy actually, what the hell was he doing? But had you set the boundary at the beginning, maybe you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Also, I mean, look, this entire movie is just a reinforcement of the statement, never meet your role models.
Hey, dog.
You might not know what type of people they are when the cameras turn off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They're all disappointing, actually.
Yeah.
They're actually
Because
disappointing.
you see exactly how human they are.
They're so disappointing.
Like, you put them on a pedestal, and like, they're just like you. Only with more opportunities or whatever, you know? Your guys' edit technique is crazy. Y'all's edit. I literally said, once we got to the title sequence, I was like, this feels like a Nike ad.
It
Like
does,
the sports ads that
guys.
Nike, I was like, it feels like that. Like you guys set the premise of this is a sports movie. Yes, it might be visceral and have all these like subliminals and symbolisms, but like this is a sports film. Like I felt that.
Dude,
yeah.
I felt like you're gonna put like an NHA down, or you're gonna put like a Nike something, or what you call a Red Bull down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, man. It's laced with testosterone.
yeah. No, it was dope, man. It was literally like a cultural movie, a movie that is showcasing a culture, and that culture is American football.
Yeah, guys.
The culture is, you know what I mean?
In a metaphorical way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yo, like it starts off like an ad and then ends like Midsummer.
Yeah.
Literally, that shot at the end felt like Midsummer.
It's Midsummer to the core. To the core. That end scene, to the core.
Guys.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Yo,
Damn, bro.
you were just short of like Baphomet.
I mean, he was there.
Actually.
He was there. I'll get to that, but he was there.
Yeah. I don't want to lie. This show, like, it triggered me a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe not to the extent of this movie, but this felt like my film school experience.
Yeah.
This felt like my film school experience. It was just like this, without the blood, without the cult.
Yeah.
Maybe cult. You know,
I mean,
maybe cult.
Yeah.
Because film is cult. This is film a cult.
All of it. This industry is anywhere.
Yeah, it's a cult. But yeah, it felt like that, because when I look at Marlon and how he was manipulating this guy, and how the methods of teaching or the methods of training that he chose to go for, they were militant, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just like me, you know, I went through the same thing. When people tell me about their film school experience and mine, it's like completely different. We were in a boot camp, boot.
Well, I mean, you guys were being told by a guy who was literally in the army.
He was in the army.
Who was deployed.
Yeah.
So
he was in the army.
It kind of checks out.
He came back with the PTSD and was like, you know what, I feel like today.
Which is okay, Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? You want to know how I got this film degree? So it's quite telling, because even within the world of American football, in this world, you can tell that it's very militant. You can tell that it's boot camp.
It's boot camp.
You know what I mean? So it goes right back to, and you're saying trauma. A lot of these guys will suffer things like CTEs. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes sense that it would live in sort of like a parallel world where, to be completely honest, when you think about things like American football, specifically American football, if you took it way back in the day, that'd just be gladiators in the Coliseum.
It really is. It really is. And because I've experienced something like that, I understand how much this can just F with your mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally mind control. It's changing you, changing your brain chemicals, changing.
Yeah.
Like, I was a completely changed person. The person that you probably met me in after.
Yeah.
And the person that when you met me again.
Yeah, now you were...
After, because I changed schools eventually.
There was darkness in your eyes. And I ain't talking about sleepless nights.
Which I... Oh my God. Too many sleepless nights too. My goodness.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's hectic. You know,
Yeah.
this is why I can't even, I sleep late all the time. It's something I can't get out of my system.
Yeah.
Because of that
Because
mind control, because it was.
Yeah.
And you had to fight. Literally, the reason I'm saying that, the mentors like this, if you don't stop them early, you will end up resenting them, because at the end of the day, they are just human. You have to just say no. Like, just say no.
You have to say no.
That's it.
You gotta say no.
You
bro.
gotta say no. So, yeah. Jesus.
And also, you know, to that point of like the militant way of teaching this dude, Cameron, the scene where they're doing once again another drill, and we see him ducking these other players that are rushing at him, and then he gets hit, right? And we see the fracture on his
Dude, kind of like
his
ripping
head,
apart.
right? That X-ray. By the way, you guys' graphics are crazy. And he gets up and he's like, "What the f? Like why? Like what the hell are we doing?" And then Isaiah walks up to him, grabs his helmet, and with utmost emotion, and you can tell it's like he wants to cry, but he's also angry, and he says to him, in this world here, you gotta sacrifice everything. You have to. So he asks him, do you want this? Dude says, I want this. He says, what are you willing to sacrifice? And the guy responds, everything. And once again, complete persona shift. And he says, then show me. And from that point forward, what we then see is the transition of Cameron as a character, because he literally headbutts the last guy coming at him. Then they go into this X-ray. Now they go into this X-ray after they hit the headbutt, and we see him fall down, right? And he's like coughing up blood, and Ushai's kinda, Ushai, and then we go out of the X-ray, and we realize the person on the floor,
dude,
is not even Cameron.
Do you know how freaked out I was?
I was so freaked out
because the mom kept saying, "Do not hit your head."
Even the doctor said to him before that scene that human heads were not built to bash each other. Even Isaiah says it. Human heads were not built to bash, right? So when we saw that, I was just like, I remember I watched it earlier and then I paused, right? Because we needed a rest. Then I came back to the movie. I hit resume, and then it was the out of the X-ray, and then it turned out that it was Cameron, and my brain was blown.
I saw him lose his mind, and I was just like, huh?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go back. I'm the one that missed most of the podcast.
Because I freaked out. I freaked out when I initially saw it. I was like, God damn, Cameron, your head, bro. And then you get out of it, it's not even Cameron. And then they've got this ritualistic thing they do where because of he has now officially injured his first person, they walk up to him and they're like, I'm proud of you, right? And then they dance around this guy who's twitching. Like, yo, this movie is very unsettling, man.
No, that's weird.
Yeah. No.
That's weird. Speaking of editing, your guys' edit is fire. I saw what the transitions that you guys had. They are so amazing. The one that actually caught my attention because of what was happening in that scene where Cameron is inside ice water.
Yeah.
Completely submerged in there. And I'm sitting there like, the hell?
Yeah.
It gets worse because he dips his whole body in, face and everything. I was like, oh, hell no, it cannot be that good. It can. I need Americas. Tell us. Is this a thing?
Is this a thing? Football players?
Is this a thing?
Is this a thing?
You guys just like constantly just in the ice water, just trying to die.
That's crazy.
That guy might as well just do like synchronized swimming inside that ice water. Like the way he was in
like he was comfortable. He was comfortable.
He was so comfortable. Okay, so fine. When that happens, the next transition, I think they poured him with like a bucket of water.
And it's literally, he goes in, right into the ice bath.
Yes.
Right? A shadow basically hovers over him, and you can tell that it's a person who's hovered over him while he's in this ice bath.
Yeah.
And then they pour him with water and he's in his bed. I'm like,
guys,
how long did it take you to do that shot? Because I would like to replicate it one day for no reason.
Choreographed. I've been trying to do it. I've been trying.
We've been trying.
You've been trying, but not with like things like water or anything, but like just camera angles and just trying to match the shots.
Look, we're there now. I've figured it out.
He's figured it out.
But more on that another day.
Call him.
You guys, as post-production, as the post-production team, your ability to sell multiple different things in one movie is really dope. One, you sell sports. Two, you sell the culture, the American culture of that specific sports, right? And the third thing is your guys' music is fire, bro.
And sound
You guys
design.
fine music. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there wasn't a single scene where I listened to it and I'm like, why would you do that? And I'm going back to, for the music point, I'm going back to the scene where he does the physical. The start of the song or the composition where he does the physical, that score was giving Innocent Child. And then he goes through that physical and they start talking about Cameron as a person, and they allude a little bit to childhood, and even Isaiah speaks about childhood. And I was like, you guys must have intentionally done that, because there's childlike beginning of song that I guess like sort of alludes to innocence. Then we talk about childhood. Then he talks about the fact that if you're gonna make it in this game, your inspiration needs to not only be from family, you need to dig deep within. Then the score starts becoming more adult-like in its feeling. Yeah, like your guys' choice of music, fire, bro.
no, it's really dope. And it's like, you guys, there's a part where the music changes, and I think it's that part that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it moves from, I don't know, it's like you guys use drones or like, yes, man, I can't tell what it is, what it sounds like, but man, it places me in this very dysfunctional world. Like, it's like you breaking my brain somehow. And damn, I'm starting to wonder if the head hitting or the blunt force trauma, because he was attacked. This didn't happen on a field or when he was playing.
Yes. So what happened, just for context, he goes back to his hometown. After a while of being around, they welcome him back. Hey, welcome back, buddy, blah, blah. His coach is watching him on the field as he's busy practicing his throws, right? Coach says, lock up, I'm going home. Says, appreciate your coach. And as he's doing his thing, he goes to pick up the ball because he was doing his target practice, whatever. And as he picks up the ball, there's a guy behind him with a hammer, and he hits him on the head.
In this weird outfit, also.
In this very strange, once again, cult-like outfit with like a goat head or a reindeer head. Or
Leave
something,
goats alone.
I think that was a reindeer.
It's a reindeer. It's actually a reindeer.
Yeah. So that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'm starting to wonder if all of that and the fear of opening his stitches up or messing up his head again, was that some kind of like symbolism into how this whole world is breaking your brain, into how this world is basically cracking you open and changing the way that you are, changing the way that you've been thinking? Because all of this has just been mind-blowing.
Yeah.
From him driving to that facility.
Yeah.
There are people spitting on his window.
Bro.
There are people throwing themselves in the car. There's all types of, like, there's one scene where he's in the sauna.
Dude.
He's in the sauna. Like, he just had a beautiful, heartfelt moment with his mentor.
Yeah.
With his coach, Isaiah. And this is the first time, the most human interaction that they've had.
Yeah.
And Isaiah leaves him in the sauna. Now he's lying back, but already there's so many red flags that this guy was not looking at. But anyway,
like so many red flags.
Like,
bro.
we'll get to that. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Here comes this woman who crawls out of from underneath the bench. This is the same woman who was spitting on the car, I think.
Yeah.
And tries to kill him with a hammer. Again, tries to attack him. And then he starts strangling this woman, almost killing her.
Yeah.
And then Isaiah comes through and also tries to kill this woman, then kisses her.
Yeah.
It's just
mind bending.
effery.
Just nothing but mind
It's
bending.
mind bending.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that is playing into the head trauma, was playing into the mind bending.
I think that might be the case, because it also felt like, we always talk about, like, before you can make someone what you want them to be, you first need to break them down first. And maybe that was symbolism for it.
I felt like it.
I'm gonna come back to this point about the head bash, but yeah, it feels like that's what it was.
Because that's the only explanation for me.
I wanted to speak on Cameron as well, as an actor. I think he's played by Tyreek. Hold on, I need Tyreek Withers. He's a very good actor in that he knows how to portray someone who's uncomfortable yet willing to cooperate. Like the entirety of the movie, you can tell that he's visibly uncomfortable and weirded out, but he does it anyway because it's almost like at the back of his head, he keeps saying, it's going to pay out. It's going to pay out in the end. It's going to pay out in the end. It's going to pay out in the end. He does that so beautifully. And that once again just reinforces the fact that like whoever casted these people really knows how to cast his people. Like he really knows how to cast them. You guys are strong as a unit from director to action director to casting director. Like you guys are strong as a unit. Yeah.
So you liked his.
I liked his acting. His acting was fire. Okay. Yeah.
I found Isaiah quite fascinating as a character. Not Marlon. I know I mentioned Marlon. No, I'm talking about the actual character.
Yeah.
I low-key feel like he, when he broke his leg?
Yeah.
Somehow I feel like that trauma, that part of his life actually changed his brain chemistry.
I absolutely agree, because my next point was about that. Yeah.
I feel like that leg breaking was a sign or a symbol of his brain breaking.
Yeah.
He lost his mind.
Yeah.
He said he went to rehab. And I'm starting to think that the rehab that he went to is that facility.
Yeah.
Because he spoke about, okay, guys, they inject each other with blood in this film. They are nyaupes. Us in South Africa, when we do that blood transfusion.
But in Banamafunu background, good like game gone shiny there. You know?
Our nyaupes here, nyaupes is a type of drug.
Yeah.
Crazy drug made out of TV, powders, made out of detergents, made out of ARVs.
It's basically what makes Captain America.
It's compound V.
It's a bunch of Homelanders running around.
It's just the only difference is it makes them high. If they can just see their potential.
Yeah, they could do amazing things, you know? They can run this country.
And one of the things that is like, you need to understand, once you're in Nyaupe, do not bath. Like, you don't touch water.
And you're not supposed to bath. It hurts your skin.
Yeah, it hurts the
skin.
So
you get all the power in the world, but you get a weakness like Superman, only it's water.
Exactly, it's water. You know what I mean? So can you imagine how they are, like, the outcasts completely, if people just understood that these people are quite powerful. Like, maybe Hancock was a Nyaupe.
Hancock wasn't y'all big jobs. Guys with them bitches and shit, guys and y'all, bro. The guys and y'all.
But anyway, they do this blood transfusion because they feel like they save money, right? When he's high, for example, I'm gonna take his blood and put in my blood.
And
just for me to be high, and it'll all be high, and then I can share my blood, and we just keep sharing blood.
And it's the exact same thing here, only without the drug thing, because they're basically saying that in order for you to get greatness or to rise to greatness or whatever, you will share the blood of your predecessor.
What?
And that's why they do that, basically.
Which is wild,
it's
guys.
Crazy,
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, okay, but anyway, they do that, right? I think that Isaiah went to that facility.
Absolutely.
To rehabilitate himself.
Absolutely. I think what they're sort of alluding to in the movie is that after you have this injury, you go to that facility to heal and train, and that is where they then toss the baton on to the next. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because where they booped my boy Cameron in the head, he then goes to the training facility. He is trained by a Marlon who is still coming to terms with the fact that he is no longer going to be this GOAT. Right?
Actually.
And he speaks about this so openly that you start understanding that, okay, it feels like he has an obligation to train Cameron.
It's obligation. Not that he doesn't want to.
You know?
It's an obligation.
And in the end, they get into this fight. Boom, 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 boom. Crazy fight.
Crazy fight.
Cameron walks out. And that's where you understand that, so the reason why he was there for those 5 days was so that at the end of the 5 days, the person who wins is the one who continues with the contract. They even allude earlier to it when he says, let's bet on who's gonna shoot.
I wanted to say that, yeah.
If you win, if you hit the target, you will get everything, the riches. I'll give you everything you want. But if you lose, I'm taking your youth. Ritual.
Oh my gosh!
It was a ritual.
No, do you think that he would have like powered him up, charged him up to continue?
Yes, and I think that's why he was upset when dude said, "Hell no, I'm not taking that, bro." But what I will do is, if I lose that, I'll let you have your spot back. He shoots and he hits the target. You see a little bit of frustration in Marlon because low-key is like, damn, I missed my chance. I missed my chance. All I had to do was make him miss that next shot, and I would have had his youth so I can continue playing. Buloi. Nyatagata.
Which is
Nyatagata.
shame.
Yeah, I know. Shame. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
I was wondering what that comment was about because I'm just like, why are you gonna take that? Get the hell.
And thing is, he even comes back to that comment, or basically comes back to that whole wager when they have the final fight in the round, with the people cheering,
like an arena of
and
some kind.
Yeah, it's basically the Coliseum, right?
Yeah.
And he says, the way I see it, there are two people in this room. One is trying to walk out that tunnel. The other is trying to stop him from doing that. Whoever won that fight was getting that contract. And then, like a charm, when Cameron wins the fight and he walks out, he's met by the white people who are ritualistically making him sign the contract.
And it has to be
and
all
he said,
white people.
Hell nah, I ain't sign that contract, bro. I'm about to kill all y'all niggas today.
And he does
and
it.
He put the work in.
He
put the work in.
Oh.
And I did the dance. I did my dance, bro. I was just like, did my dance, you know?
He kills all of them. Like, oh my God, I have to change the words. He
analyzes
all of them. I seen it.
The other thing that I thought was really nice, right, was remember how we spoke about the fact that when they were hitting that dude with the ball in the face, every single time Cameron was missing his mark, could not pass successfully to someone, or was taking too much time in that 2-second mark. Mm-hmm. Before that, they had a conversation when he met him the first time, and he says to him, what do you think the importance of a quarterback is? And the dude says it's to win, and he says no. Then he has a whole explanation about how the Native Americans were playing against the old white team.
Yeah.
But the powerhouses were just kicking their ass, bro. Like, they just kept losing. Like, Native Americans were dying on the field. So then they introduced the ability to pass forward. And from there, quarterbacks then became sort of like a mantle or the centerpiece to the success of the game. That goes right back to the fact that if you as a quarterback are a terrible quarterback, you are putting your team in danger.
So quarterbacks are the Beyoncés.
They're the Beyoncés.
Okay.
They're the Beyoncés.
Beyoncés.
Everybody keeps talking about, I want to be a quarterback. I want to be a quarterback. You know? Like in South Africa, we keep going, you want to go quarterback? You want your quarterback?
What la cota?
We don't know.
Ask we watch the rugby players. Ask them. We should ask
them about passing forward.
Those guys bash.
I want to see a match between American footballers and rugby.
Let's see what's
once and for all.
Who do you think runs the fastest?
That's a good question.
I've seen our rugby players.
I've seen our rugby players, bro.
Those niggas go off. Hey, those guys run, bruh. Hey, I wonder, hey?
I wonder.
Yeah. I think the sound work here really deserves credit.
Absolutely.
Like, I just love whenever the tension rises, the audio drags, you know. It drags you right in the moment. I mean, you don't know. I don't know whether, like I said, I don't know whether it's Jones or what, but man, the music, not even the sound design, the music sets the tone for you.
Yeah.
Like, you feel the drama. Like, you don't know what the hell is going on. Yes, it's like, that's how you use music in a film. That's how, it mustn't just be there. It serves a purpose. And here, it's doing the work. It's doing the lifting.
Even their moments of silence.
Even the moments of silence, guys.
The scene where Cameron is standing by the passage that then leads into the stadium, right? And he's standing there and everything just goes to complete silence. He turns around and he sees this oiled up man who's a fan.
Oh my God.
And it's just complete silence and you're just looking at this figure in darkness. Then he pops up and he's like panting and he asks for like a signature. Like, you guys know how to use silence so efficiently that I'm like, I don't think I've appreciated silence until I came across you guys' sound design. So
you guys really know how to make people feel high. This film is trippy as F.
Yeah.
It's trippy, guys. It's like acid. I don't know what kind of drug you'll be taking making this.
I have another print. Further on in the movie, after we've gone through, I guess, a series of all these things, he has an interview.
Yeah.
Where we see Tierra Whack, the rapper Tierra Whack. It's always nice to see you, she's such an understated person on camera. She's such a likable person to see, Then they have the interview, and this is where we basically get the monologue from Cameron, where he talks about the history that he has with his father and how his father basically drilled American football into him, drilled into him. And then the one day where his father said, "I'm proud of you," was the day he told his father, "I'm done with American football." And that broke his father, right? And not long after that, his father died. It's there that you start understanding why he's putting up with this.
Yeah.
Because he lost his father to him making his own choices in life. And as a result, he feels like there's this thing he needs to make up for his dad. And that's, I guess, his driving force. And that's why it says my family. What he actually means is my father. That was, man.
You know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, this film, in fact, I wrote this down. This film feels like a metaphor for elite sports culture. That's what we said that people who are into sports would really find this entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, football players are expected to sacrifice everything. Their bodies, their relationships, their identities.
Yeah.
Sometimes even their sanity. Because their sanity, it goes, Isaiah represents complete submission to that ideology.
Yeah.
Isaiah has given himself completely to this thing. In fact, it feels like it was his lifeline at some point. Dude, and the fact that the father, Cameron's father, while watching Isaiah break his bone, literally said to him, these are the sacrifices you need to make. So it's like, it's a culture. And at the end of the day, when Cameron is supposed to sign his life away to this sports world, one of those white guys say something like, what did he say? He said something, we have been training you.
Yes, he says we're the ones.
Since you were a child.
Yeah.
So from your father, it feels like basically what they're saying is your father was involved in making you this person.
What you are. Yeah.
Which is going back to what we said about fathers and parents living vicariously through their kids.
And also speaks to what you're saying about the culture itself. They may not, he physically said that we have been training you since you were a kid. But I guess what it's also saying is that the sports culture in America or the sports culture probably in general, I would say, trains these people and indoctrinates them so that they can be slaves to that sport for the rest of their lives.
But it's crazy how he says you didn't earn it. You didn't earn it, even though he's worked so hard. We are the ones that put it in you, you know? Yeah. And then Cameron in this film represents someone trying to constantly resist it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like the antagonist to this cult, to this world. Yeah. So the entire film becomes a battle between obsession and humanity.
Absolutely.
Honestly, for me, this is how I feel about this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, overall, I would say, unless do you have more prints?
No, that's it. That's it. I mean, it looks good. This film looks good. This film, technically amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to necessarily get into how good it looks technically, because
it's just every
standard.
shot is a marvel.
It's standard.
Every scene is amazing.
I can't even start talking about it, because I'm gonna have to talk about every scene, like you said. So I'm not even touching on that thing. It's the lighting in this place,
man, crazy.
I don't know. You use lighting to create disorientation.
Bruh.
You use sound to create disorientation.
Bruh, you use space.
The space, like
the
location. Where did you find that place?
Where did you find that place? Did you build it?
It feels
Was
like
that a studio? It must have been a studio.
It's a studio. The lighting, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes you use reds, and it's just
and then there's blues.
and
it's
extremes.
There's earth browns. There's the
browns.
The running scene in the desert. Like
I never thought you guys could make tungsten lighting so eerie.
Man,
It never, ever, 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 ever have I thought.
Nah, crazy work.
What?
Crazy work. So my closing statement is that this movie is dope. Right? For print. My closing statement is this movie is dope. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that everything for print?
That's everything for print.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, we have to get into the things that made us yell.
Cut. No. Cut.
This movie, it's dope, but it's ass.
Yeah.
Let's get into why. Let's get into why.
I have a why. I know that earlier on, you were commending the character Cameron.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't like it.
Why? What did you feel?
It didn't fully work for me. Maybe the way he acted was a creative choice, like you picked up. But Cameron often feels emotionally flat.
Really?
Like, it's too flat for me.
But don't you think that a person like that, a person who feels the uncomfortable need, I guess, to be coerced, right, would not be as expressive as someone who's just out there? Like, he's someone who is nervous throughout the film.
I didn't even pick up nerves from him. I picked up nonchalant.
That's crazy.
It wasn't necessarily nerves. Like, maybe at the beginning, sure, upon entering the space. But then it just... I don't know, man. It often felt like he got this. Like, oh, damn, someone's trying to kill me. Let me try to kill him back.
Okay, sure. In those areas, you're right. There are things I've noted down here where I'm like, so you're just comfortable with choking niggas.
Oh, like, what?
You're like, you just watched someone's head get bashed in.
And people dancing around that head.
You know what I mean?
It's things just happen to him. There's a part where he's just it's his mom's birthday, because they took their phones away, and he wants to speak to his mom, so he uses the phone. There was the landline or something, and then the doctor walks in on him and he
shouts,
"Hey!" And then he quickly hangs up the phone. He's like, "It's my mom's birthday," but it's your mom's birthday. This is something that's important to you. You have been cut off from the world completely. You can't communicate with your girlfriend. You are being seduced. You are being threatened. You are seeing people. Like, this is that one moment where you were supposed to at least find some type of solace when talking to your mother. You know what I mean? Like, it's... but then this guy comes in and just takes you out of that zone. Yeah. And then you just continue having a chat with him like it's nothing.
Well, I mean, same breath, he wasn't supposed to be on the phone.
I know he wasn't supposed to be on the phone, but what I'm questioning is his reaction after that. Yeah. Like, this doctor said something to him, something very profound.
Yes, the doctor said, don't kill yourself for a job.
Exactly. So in other words, this is the doctor that kind of understands the position that you're in right now. Yeah. So if you had to have a moment with this doctor, like, I just really needed to speak to my mom just so I can, like, get back to myself, or like find some strength, and you know what I mean? Like, he just gave advice, like, don't let this job take you. He literally said, my life, man, sucks, man. And he's just chilling. Like, that doctor looked more distraught than him. And he's been here for longer. You know what I mean? Like, also, you just arrived in this place. right, in this facility, you are going to meet your childhood star.
Yeah.
For the first time. This is a guy that has motivated you and your career. And you walk in and it's like,
yeah.
You know,
the only thing we get from him is just like awkwardness and not knowing
he's just awkward.
how to, yeah.
And for me, I don't know if I care about an awkward person like that, you know. I want more out of a character. I want to see, I'm not saying like big stuff, like big actions, but I want to see that moment of, this is freaky. When I'm sitting in my room alone, I'm thinking about this. What the hell? He shot a person. There was he shot a person. I think it was a person.
In the mascot
In the mascot suit.
I genuinely think after we even had that whole conversation, I think the reason why he did that was because, and this was after the scene where he had already given the guy CTE and Marlon had already pointed a gun at him. I think he now started embodying the character that Marlon is.
So that blood works.
To basically show that there's a transition now that's happening between him, and he's basically now successfully getting into the transition of passing the baton. And the reason why I say this is because that's where we start seeing Isaiah's character now start to be envious and a little apprehensive and jealous of this guy. You know what I mean? So in that regard,
I just kept waiting for him to react accordingly at some point. Like, no matter how you can keep your calm and try, at some point, you break. At some point, but not him.
Yeah.
He was just like, man, I got this. Yeah. I'm here. I know what I'm here for. First of all, you hit your head. I mean, they hit your head. There should be that fear that just continues with you throughout this journey of, I could hurt my head.
Yeah.
It's your mom that's more freaked out.
Yeah. Yeah. The mom actually cared more.
The mom cared more. Dude, there's more character out of his brother than him.
But also in the same breath, like, I don't understand the point of this head injury, because he has this head injury, but he's still doing all these things. He's still
doing the same thing.
Doesn't exist. You know
it's like he needed the head injury just to make it into that facility.
Yeah, like that's low-key kind of what they're saying. To which then I ask, why the F would you lower the ability for this athlete to be in peak condition so that you can do what? Like pass the baton on to him? How do you know that CTE is not going to be there forever?
How do you know? It's like they low-key saying, I need you desperate enough. I need you talented or skilled enough and desperate enough.
Yes, to risk your own life.
Because once you get past that, then you are just unbreakable.
Yeah, that was strange, man. That was weird.
I don't know. It's
some of the things in this movie are just very unnecessary. Prime example is the scene where he's going to meet Zay for the first time. He's driving through the desert. There's a couple of hillbillies or like white dudes, I guess, in the desert who are, I don't know, listening to music, having fun. There's even cops there. I don't know if it's a protest or whatever. And then there's this one white lady who spits on the car window.
Bruh.
That's the same lady who comes out of the bench in the song.
And tries to kill him.
My question is, why are these people there protesting? They never actually tell us why they're there.
What's going on?
They're randomly in the desert.
Why is there a woman? That same woman was on the roof with like red lips, or blood.
Bro, what are we doing? Look,
what? And this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Cameron is stuck in these situations, and I'm sitting there. You know, I stopped wondering about these bizarre situations and just kept thinking about, why is Cameron not reacting?
What I mean? Now we're looking at Cameron like, do something.
Like, why are you not reacting to any of these things?
Come on, Cameron.
You know, there's a part where Isaiah appears out of nowhere speaking like a football prophet who's been stranded in another dimension, you know? And then Cameron's response is basically, interesting.
Do you know what I mean? Like, Brock. Okay. We're gonna get to the other end of this, right? This thing that I'm bringing up here, but I'm getting to the end of it. He wakes up after having had a party, right? And he finds Isaiah sitting there with a gun in his hand. Isaiah says, "Did you smash her?" Right? With a gun in his hand, pointing the gun. He even cocks the damn thing, right? And in that whole conversation, he even comes close to him. I can't remember what he was saying at that point, and points the gun at him. Then lady says, "Yeah, let's just hang out, man. Let's hang out." Bruh, yo, Cameron, your character is confusing to me because so many times you were shown that this person is psycho.
It's
and
psycho.
Still stayed.
I needed to see. Come on, you know what? This awkwardness did not pay off. I don't want to lie.
Yeah,
I needed to see where you've decided that I'm going to indulge this crazy person. You, guys, the writers, directors of this film, you are making us work.
Yes, because the only time we actually see emotion out of him is where he talks about his dad.
Exactly. You are giving us way too much homework.
Yeah.
Now we need to piece the pieces together and be like, maybe he did. Like the fact that we are sitting here dissecting and saying maybe he stayed because of whatever his dad did. No.
Yeah.
No. This is, you know what? This is giving an artsy-fartsy film.
No, it really was
It was a surreal,
experimental type. But I mean, it did sell itself that way in the fact that the style of packaging this film was in the style of like these sports ads, like I'm saying, like these Nike ads, where you've got this guy who's talking about, you can't do it, so you're gonna do it anyway, because ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do. Like it's one of those, you know what I mean? Like was packaged like that. So yeah, it's absolutely one of these like experimental avant-garde is one of the words I used.
Yeah.
Even though we're talking sports, it really did sell itself as this experimental movie. I have a very big question. How do you guys know that the blood transfusion will be successful?
I was about to ask.
Like,
how do you know my blood type?
Because even in the physical, they didn't confirm that person is fitting. No, would we even say at the physical they confirmed it, and yes, then they started doing the blood transfusions, because you guys said you were training this person since they were a kid, which means you were prepping this person to take over Isaiah's spot, right? So did you guys know since Cameron was a kid?
You guys?
Did you literally know since he was a kid that the blood transfusion would work?
You guys are stretching my suspension of disbelief. you
to its limits.
You are stretching
to its limits.
Now that you're on that note, I really want to say that the story really becomes confusing for me. Maybe I missed something, but there are moments where the narrative just gets muddy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just resting on the understanding that this is a metaphorical film. But even there, like you're making me assume it is. And for me, I'm sitting there and going, is this a cult? Is this a psychological horror? Is Isaiah real? Are you real? Is this an actual thing? Are we watching hallucinations?
Yeah.
What are we watching? After you put that blood in my system, what am I supposed to feel? Am I hallucinating? Is this real? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, because he even has visions of people who aren't in the room and all sorts of weird things.
It's weird. I mean? There's people watching him.
I initially thought that they were going to tie it to his head trauma.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? But like, if that's what you guys were doing, you didn't sell that properly.
No,
you didn't
honestly,
sell it strong enough.
This movie keeps throwing questions at you without trying to give you answers.
Yeah.
Did you see that blood transfusion thing? I don't know if it's the blood. So I don't know how many syringes were there. There's blood, and then I don't know if there's something else.
That red the one that he falls on.
Yes,
and
the one that he
himself.
injects himself.
It was the blood again.
So now this blood is now revitalizing you. You were fine before you had the blood.
Do you know what I mean?
So now suddenly you're depending on the blood to come alive. You were literally gasping for air.
Like,
you were at your wit's end. You were just dying. And then here's the blood. And then they give us this image of you getting, like, inflating.
Like, what's up, bro? What's up?
What's in that blood, bro?
What's in that blood, bro? Oh, also, while we're on the subject of blood, let's talk about the person who's administering the blood. Why did he get killed?
Why are we killing the doctor? Why is he the sacrifice? Is it because he feels like you shouldn't sacrifice yourself for the job? But he already did.
I'm so confused about a lot of, particularly when we start getting to the end of this movie, I'm very confused about a lot of things. One of the things I was very much confused about was why in the beginning of the movie they took his phone and they said no Pornhub, no this, no that,
why?
No starting the DMs, and then they take him to a party where there's basically like concubines and a whole lot of. Why did you set up the premise that he shouldn't do that just so that he can do this in the end? And why?
And why must you cheat on your girlfriend? Why is it that if you don't cheat on your girlfriend, you don't make it on the team? What does that have to do with anything?
What's that got to do with anything?
Like, really, honestly and truly, what does that have to do with anything? Like, Are you guys saying that the football industry is just evil?
I was about to say that. I think that's literally in the end what they're saying.
Is that what
right?
you guys are saying?
And that being something they're saying, I can agree from the outside looking in. I'm gonna say this as potentially a very ignorant South African on the outside looking in. But the sports culture in America it's culty. It's laced in evil.
I don't want to lie. I know how they're always saying musicians are the ones with the cults and stuff. Sports. Guys,
Elites, and then they have these rings that they put on that they all have, and then they have these things that they do in like these little quiet little spaces and red robes. Amen.
Look, I understand the symbolic conflict. What I don't understand or what I'm not convinced by is the storytelling that led to it.
Yeah.
I don't mind these metaphors that you guys are throwing to us. I don't mind them. I just feel like, hey, man, was this film too short? I don't know. It just feels like you guys were not telling the story enough. You're just giving us cases, scenario. And
the thing is, given that edit technique, given the style of packaging that story, it would have been hard to make it longer.
Guys, please.
Stop it. Just stop.
It's like you guys took a commercial director and the one who directed Hereditary and you just mashed them together.
You know what I mean? Just and then
you know
make something.
Huh?
Yeah. Literally the question, so you brought him here to destroy him.
Yeah.
You guys are saying that you trained him since he was a kid, you did all this, you did all that. But guys, from a literal perspective, this guy suffered multiple head traumas. This guy was puking his insides out. This man was put damn near to the point of suffering. They lowered the air pressure in this one specific room, so he started bashing his head.
I mean, what the hell was that?
Taking him more head pressure. Then you guys put him in a super hot sauna. So you're saying you're building him? He gets his arm broken in the final fight scene with Isaiah. Why did you do all this?
So wait, was the plan for him to ever go back home? Really? If people are just dying willy-nilly there? What the hell's going on? You know.
So, please guys, please. Another thing, didn't appreciate Elsie's character. Her intro was incredibly strange. You're selling gemstones that give orgasms. You give him a whole big ass stone to shove up his butt.
What is that, guys? You guys were just throwing weird for weird's sake.
Just weird for weird's sake, dude.
What is this?
Maybe we are just too third world.
Yeah, no, this some creep, guys. Come on.
If this is how you niggas are moving, I ain't trying to be over there.
No. Were you guys okay? Were you guys high when you wrote this?
Like,
sus.
Yeah, no.
No, sus.
And also, you know, I get you guys doing it, whatever. In the world, okay, whatever. But them said, like, leading up to this fight.
How?
And now they're gonna physically fight each other.
Actually, that's also a thing. Like, we are okay, and then we are not.
Like, even the way he walked in, he walks in already holding an item he's gonna use against Isaiah. Like, when did he get there?
Do you know what I would have appreciated? If there were to just be clear about what the hell's going on here. If this is a cult, be clear about it being a cult.
Yeah.
If this is a sacrifice, be clear about it.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated if Cameron was the one who was unclear about what was happening. But let us understand what's happening. Yeah. At least a little bit of it. If there was some kind of panel where at the end they literally say, you know you're going to have to fight him, or you know you're going to have to do this. Like, let us understand what the steps are. Yeah. Even if Cameron doesn't understand them, let us understand them.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he discovers them even after we do.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He discovers them with us.
Because I didn't sign up to be part of this.
You know what I mean?
This facility.
And neither did he.
What are you taking me with? Please. Like, at least allude to something. You alluded to nothing.
The final scene, right, where everyone is sitting there, and I mean, it's the same people that he met at that club where he drinks something that they give him, and then you see Isaiah wake up, and it's like, okay, now Isaiah knows that this guy has pretty much been chosen, right? But Isaiah always knew he's probably going to be chosen because he brought him there for training for that very thing, right? It's super strange, but I'm not going to go back to that. But then in the final scene, all those people are sitting there, and then they say, we deliberately hit you in the head so that you could come to this facility and then we can sign you, idiot, right?
So they hit him.
I'm ready. It's like, ready.
So why do you want to why do you want to hurt him?
You know what I mean? Then this guy who just experienced killing someone for the first time goes on a killing spree. You see, once again, there was a point I made in a previous Black American movie that we reviewed, and my question was, why is it so easy for Black American characters to just become hardened criminals?
Come on. He was just like, I could bet.
Well, are we missing something?
Hey, guys.
Are we missing something?
Maybe we are. Maybe you guys are more advanced than us.
And then, to top it off, after all that is done, when he's done killing everybody and he's walking off, the last person that he keeps alive gets sucked into this ring of this, like, weird sigil, and you can hear, like, demons or whatever is going on.
What?
Why was the sigil there? Who was it going to be used on if he had signed?
Guys, you know what? I switched off at some point of the film. Literally, I switched off. The moment he was starting to kill all them white people, I was just like, okay, I guess.
Because if you notice, right, once again, and look, I don't know what battle you guys are fighting in America when it comes to the racial,
I don't know.
You know, but it seems like in your guys' movies, the common theme nowadays is white people are either 100% the villains or white people are 100% the victims, right? I don't understand what is going on there, but I will tell you what my last note was. This movie is too advanced for me to break down.
Yeah, actually. I sat here in this chair and I thought to myself, what am I even going to say? Because I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole movie. And that's why my final thought was, is him actually a brilliant metaphor about the cost of athletic greatness? Or is it a confusing movie hiding behind symbolism? You tell us.
Yeah, I guess.
Comment.
If you are an Americano.
Yeah,
and you come across, please tell us.
Teach us.
Maybe we just don't get the subtleties of.
Us in South.
We
don't do such things.
Yeah, maybe we don't get it. Maybe we just don't get it.
Some weird going on over there.
Yeah.
Jordan, now we know who we are snacks. We know that you do funny things, Chomi. We know that you are always doing funny things, Mara friend.
Hey, this one.
No, friend.
I don't know, man. This one, I don't know, man.
No, this one you went, yeah. You, I think you found them whites.
Yeah.
And it's like you took your weird and then you found other weirds and then you put them together.
Like literally as we were watching the movie, when it got to about 2/3 in, I said to myself, I don't know why like people didn't like this movie. And then I watched till the rest of the movie. And I was like, okay, now I get it.
I get it. I get it. It leaves you with this emptiness.
Yeah.
There's a great sense of emptiness that this film leaves you with. And I don't like the feeling.
Because also that ending, like he just walks off. So what does that mean? Like, does he still play football? Is he done with football?
Because
what was he doing all this for? And he killed everybody. So like surely he's going to jail.
I mean, surely he's going to jail. Did he go and dismantle the whole system?
Like what is the metaphor for that ending?
Is the football community better now that he has defeated these
you know what I mean? The owners of the Saviors team?
Yeah.
Because there's other teams, right?
There's other teams.
So does that mean everyone who's a star player in each team goes through this?
Okay.
Because I can't imagine that only one specific person goes through this in the entire NFL.
I guess. That means there's different versions of this thing.
It means there's different versions of this thing.
It's true. First world issues.
Yeah, I know. It's so first world.
It's first world issues for us.
I was never ready.
Yeah, we are here dancing Shinuan.
Yeah, we're doing the zip.
Yeah, we still zip. Our problems are who's the better dancer.
better dancer?
There's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
a cult somewhere about
Yeah.
like indoctrinating people into dancing.
Our biggest problem is Uba Numan Ngoba. You know? Yeah.
Maybe take Bafana Bafana into that facility. Maybe that's just what we need.
They'll die at the entrance. Sorry. I need to be censorship.
They will
They'll be
be
unalived
unalived
at the entrance. Would you recommend this movie to anyone?
I think I will check what their lifestyle is. If they do shrooms, if they do the other narcotics, I would definitely ask them to watch it because I would love to F with their brain while it's still fuzzy. It'd be nice to watch. I'll be very specific to the people. Like, it's very specific people. I know people who like such artsy-fartsy things.
That's
So
true.
if you're into the surreal, avant-garde films, then absolutely. If you're into sports, maybe this is what you need to see before you run to the Americas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was sitting here going, man, I wish my son could just like
Be an athlete.
And
we saw this.
then Ketlobana then is going to be
You're like,
it's going to be no.
Yeah.
A child coming back with
You know what I mean?
it's fine.
Gazettery.
Yep.
So no, we good, bro.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, agreed. I would recommend if someone says to me, I'm looking for references or inspiration for edit techniques, how to embellish characters, then yes, I would recommend this movie to them. And then I would tell them not to watch it all the way till the end. Watch it. Watch it until
the fight.
Until even before the fight. Watch it until the gun scene where they're shooting in the field.
Yeah, stop there.
Yeah, stop
there.
it. Stop
Anything after that is just
It's just not necessary. And then I will tell them, forget the fact that you saw Elsie as a character.
like people have forgotten.
And I
Yeah.
sincerely apologize for being exposed to that.
What happened? What is going on at this film?
Man. This
You
guy-
guys got paid just for being on set, yes.
Yeah. One of my other points were you guys have way too much production
It's
money.
way too much money. You guys have time.
This is
You
what
know
you
that
guys are
in
doing
this
with that
country,
money.
there's no way that film is getting commissioned.
Yeah.
There's no way that
It's
film
not
is getting
getting
guys. No ways. We don't want to. What?
It's not getting commissioned.
This
Yeah.
is.
Damn.
It's taking.
Yeah, no, it's doing this for
Yeah. Yeah, it's
for a creative, for a general audience. Yeah.
maybe we're too old. It feels my 2000.
It was made by old people. Relax.
for young people.
Well, they shouldn't have done that.
Anyway, please like, subscribe, do
Yeah.
the things, guys, that we always ask you to do. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, bye.
Oh my God, bye.
Okay, I seen it.